Hi, everybody. Hi, Sharon, Strong Minds. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Justin. I am late. I'm so sorry. Hi, Mud Racer. Hey, Devin. Hey, Star. Hi, everybody. I was trying to figure out a way I could hook up a light, but it's just not working out for me. So, we're going to do some trivia, and then we might just hang out and talk, I guess. I want to do my Legos, but I don't know how I can do that. How is everybody? We have some thunder in the area. Lightning. I see lightning. Hi, Zed. How many wheels does a boat have? One steering wheel. Hey, Rick. Hey, welcome back, Rick. How's it going? You are fired. Oh, lightning and thunder. Hello, everybody. Rick says going well, and you also going well. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. Hi, Rubberneck. Hello, young lady. Welcome, everybody. We're going to do some trivia. I have a whole pile of trivia here. Let's see. Let's find some good stuff. Okay, there we are. Moderator says I'm good. A star says, "Hi, Sister Rubber Ducky." Rick says, "Hey, Zach, got the email. Thank you again." You guys are so sweet. How are you, Rubberneck? Says Mud Racer. Dundee in the gym. Hi, buddy. You're so funny. What's up, Marlon? How's it going, my friend? You're so cute. How are you? I just saw you over at Skits, right? You're funny. All right, we have a whole bunch of trivia. Put your thinking caps on. I'm just going to start looking through what I went through. So, how was everybody today? Hi, Dundee says Rubberneck. Hello, hello. Rubberneck says she's doing good, Mod Racer. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? Hi, Yusuf. Hey, Yusuf, how's it going? Hey, thanks for being here. Where did the trivia come from? Trivial Pursuit cards, books, the internet. It came from the internet. Justin, I turned my thinking cap off. That's okay, Justin. Just relax then. Hey, Austin. Welcome back, Austin. How's it going? Kelly, I lost the cap, but I'll try and make it. Okay. What are we getting ready for? Hey, Kelly Heard, we're doing trivia, hon. Are you ready? Hey, yeah, well, better another tough day comes to pass and came out of the other end of too tough, close to the heart. Aw, I'm sorry, Dundee. Sending you lots of love, my friend. I have, I think, a beanie, but the propeller, that's okay. That'll work. Hey, T. Hello, Bumblebee T. How are you, honey? It's good to see you. What is the internet you speak of? Hi, Cat4139. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Cat. How are you? Can you see the lightning? Hey, Joe Edward. Kelly's always ready. All right. Oh, Justin, you're still sick. Why don't you just hang out then? Watching the Ravens game. I think my husband's watching it too. Nature's Light Show. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on it because it's lightning. Oh, I'm sorry, T. A lot of people don't feel well. Lots of love and healing prayers for all you guys who are not feeling well. All right. Here comes question number one. Are we ready? What is the capital of Senegal? Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my pen. I have to get a pen. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I do have a pen now. I apologize. What is the capital of Senegal? Hi, Salem Magos. No crosswords tonight? I don't think so. We have a little problem and we can't be in the house because it's too noisy. We had a little something going on yesterday at our home, and right now we have some industrial equipment trying to take care of the problem. So we are not allowed to be streaming in the house. It's too noisy. And outside, I don't have a light. I found a light, but I don't think it's going to work. So we're just going to do some trivia. Okay. Hi, Austin. I have no idea, Robert Nick. Batman. Yes, Kelly Hurd, Descartes. It is Descartes. Kelly Hurd is correct. The capital of Senegal is Dakar. Yes, Kelly Hurd. Good one, Kelly. Yes, Rick. Yes. Our house flooded. Our house flooded yesterday. So we have big air movers and dehumidifiers and too moist inside. Okay, it's all good. It's drying out. Okay, so that was correct. Kelly heard that. You got that correct. All right, the next one. What is the name of the tallest mountain in Canada? What is the name of the tallest mountain in Canada? Excuse me, I have a sore throat as well. Aw, thank you, T. Thank you, hon. I've been a wreck, but I'm finally starting to feel better about it. Vancouver? No. What is the name of the tallest mountain in Canada? Hi, Lady Daggers. Hi, Lady. Hi, Dundee. You knew that one, Dundee? Well, the big mountain T. Daisy, you need to buy an ark like Noah. No breathing tip of the clouds mountain, big mountain. LOL, Kaz. Logan. Yes, Kelly Hurd. It is Mount Logan. Kelly Hurd again with the winner. Kelly Hurd. What is the name of the tallest mountain in Canada? It is Mount Logan. Kelly Hurd got that one. Candy Mountain. I like that one. It's a Frenchy name, says Dundee. Toronto. Nope. Kelly got it right. What country does the Rhine River run through? What country does the Rhine River run through? Rhine. Rhine. What country does the Rhine River run through? Rick. Silent Mago says Germany. Rick says Kelly's gonna whoop us tonight. Go Kelly. That's right, Kelly. You go, Kelly. Go, Kelly. Dundee says Germany. Kelly says Germany. Dundee. Oh, come on, Dundee. Belgium says Rick. France says Bumblebee T. It runs through several countries. Germany. Zed says I will quit answering. No, Zed, keep answering. Zed says cat. It might be the only two I get, Kelly said. Kelly's really smart, so we don't have chances, cat. Like, it is Germany. Yeah, and he's right. It probably runs through more countries, but this one is Germany. Everyone who said Germany, you guys are right. Yep. Very good, everybody. What cape sits at the tip of Africa? What cape sits at the tip of Africa? Lady says, hi, Zed, and lightning. Yes, we have some lightning going on. Now, Kelly, sweep the board. That's right, Kelly, go for it, man. Bumblebee says Italy. Hi, funny and insightful. Hey, funny. How's it going? Just a mellow place to hang out. Thank you, Zed. Batman's cape. Cape of Good Hope, says Dundee. Cape of Good Hope, says Funny. Cape of Good Hope, says Rick. Germany's where the majority of the Rhine is, but there's 3 or 5. Yep, right on, Dundee. You're right. Yep. Kelly says Cape of Good Hope. Dundee says Cape of Good Hope. Batman's cape. It is the Cape of Good Hope. Everybody who said the Cape of Good Hope, you guys all get a big gold star. Yes, Dad, look what you started, Batman. Batman's a good answer. Yes, have some fun. Make jokes, laugh. Laugh till tears run down your face. All right. What is the name of the largest airport in the United States of America? This doesn't seem right to me, though. What is the name of the largest airport in the United States of America? I have to Google this real quick while you guys guess because it doesn't sound right. Well, it is right. Okay, it's right, guys. What is the name of the largest airport in the United States? Anybody know that one? Bumblebee T says Houston. Kelly Hurt says Denver. Dundee, Corpus Christi. Rick says the one in Atlanta. Bumblebee says Los Angeles. Funny Insightful says if it's passenger traffic, maybe JFK. They have secret passages there, Kelly says. Dundee, I'm probably wrong, but if not, I'll be the only one. No, you won't. Cat, LO, Area 51. Our largest airport for aliens. I like it. Catwoman, Hubbard, hey. Washington. Kelly Hurt is right. It's Denver. It's Denver International Airport. That is correct. What is the name of the largest airport in the United States of America? It is Denver International Airport. Yes, Kelly Hurd was right again with that one. I love it, Kelly. It's like when you go to bingo and you win at bingo, and then you win again at bingo, and then you might win again at bingo, and everybody's like glaring you down. That's what everybody's doing to Kelly Hurd right now. Not really, Kelly. It's all for fun. I'm joking. Okay. How many stars are on the Australian flag? How many stars are on the Australian flag? Dulles seems small to me, says the Lady Dagger. C, it's the largest airport by land area. There you go, funny. I see. I didn't know what that meant either. Kelly the Curve Wrecker. I know, Cat, right? I agree. I didn't believe it. Rick says 7. Yusuf says 8. Dundee says 15. Yusuf says 8. How many stars are on the Australian flag? But we measure by passenger traffic or number of planes. I'll take that back. 6, says Rick. Lisa says 6. Hi, Lisa smiles a lot. Hey, beautiful Lisa. Kelly, passing the book you're cheating with. I need a few gold stars by Daisy. Gold stars for everybody. I didn't know they had stars, says Lady. LOLT. It's 6. The answer is 6. Lisa smiles a lot was right, and Rick changed his answer, and he was right. 6. The Australian flag has 6. Cat says 500. I'm having internet issues tonight. You're good, Kelly. You're doing good. Everybody's doing good. All right, so that's that one. Okay. In what ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located? In what ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located? That's a good one. In case you haven't noticed, most of what we're doing so far is geography. Funny says Atlantic. Kelly Hurt says Atlantic. Dundee says Atlantic. Lady says Atlantic. Please check out Lady D's channel. Says that yes, and there's the link for Lady Dagger. Everybody check her out. Urbanex says Atlantic. I didn't even get the question yet. Lisa says Atlantic. Silence says Atlantic. Excuse me. Well, partially Caribbean, but still Atlantic. Yeah, ask for ocean, not sea. The blue ocean. Think said, says Urbanex. Lady says think said. Cat says this is what I get for not paying attention to geography. Funny, we all know where the triangle is. Yeah, it's the Atlantic Ocean, everybody. It's the Atlantic. It's not far from where I live, actually. Yep. Bermuda Triangle is located in the Atlantic Ocean. Hi, Otto Man. Next I tried, but it went by too fast. Caribbean is a sea, isn't it? Yes, Caribbean is a sea. Yep. Atlantic. Hello, Otto. No, it's the Yellow Ocean. Don't go in there, Daisy. Stay away from there. Oh, no. I would never. I wouldn't go there. Too scared. I really should get a cough drop. Okay. Okay. In what country is the holy city of Mecca found? In what country is the holy city of Mecca found? That's a good one. You think if I texted my husband to bring me a cough drop, he would? Should I try it? In what country is the holy city of Mecca found? Israel, India, Saudi, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Yemen. All good guesses. Jerusalem, Saudi Arabia, says Rick. Yemen, says Dundee. In what country is the holy city of Mecca found? It's in Saudi Arabia. You're lurking, eating with the family. Thank you, Cats for Nelson. Thank you so much. So kind of you. Thank you, Cats for Nelson, everybody. It is Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia is correct. Saudi Arabia. Yusuf, I'm going to take you as being correct. Funny and insightful. You were correct. Rick was correct. Cleveland. In your country says Yusuf. There you go. Yusuf's in Saudi Arabia. I'm spinning again. It's not you, Daisy. Okay. If I'm spinning, let me know, everybody. I may not comment all the time, but I do watch all of you. Be afraid. Be very afraid. You know what's that? That deserves a pin. That is good. That deserves a pin up there. There you go. It is Saudi Arabia. Yeah. That's a good question. Mecca is in Saudi Arabia. What is the world's smallest ocean? What is the world's smallest ocean? Oh, that's a good one. What is the world's smallest ocean? I'm on Zed's team, says Rick. Zed, you're scaring Bumblebee T. Well, you could pretty much find Jerusalem, Vatican, and Mecca in Cleveland. You couldn't? Really? Oh, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. North Texas Bird Feeder's here. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for being here, my friend. He says, always watching. Oh, thank you, Andrew. So sweet. Everybody say hi to North Texas Bird Feeder. Andrew. Oh, there's some nice lightning, guys. There you go. Hi, Just One Sue. Cat says the Indian Ocean. Hey, Sue. How's it going? Sue and Andrew, welcome. Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. The Wee Ocean. The Indian Ocean. The Arctic Ocean. Do not make another country, please. Is that hi, Sue Dundee? Indian Ocean is the most beautiful. The Wee Ocean. Or maybe Arctic Ocean. Hi, Andrew. Hi, everybody. It is the Arctic Ocean. Arctic. Arctic. It's the Arctic. Yes, Arctic Ocean. I like that question. Ooh, I hear thunder. guys hear the thunder? Which city is famous for its canals? And we're not talking about Fort Lauderdale. Which city is famous for its canals? And they're done that. Funny says Venice. Silent says Venice. Hello, Hector. Yes, Sue, we got lightning going on and some thunder. Yep. Welcome, Sue. Andrew says hi to Bumblebee, Upperback, and just want Sue in chat. Lady says Venice. Funny says Venice. Dundee says Amsterdam and Venice. That's also true. Probably not Lockport. Lockport, New York? I know Lockport, New York. If you're talking about Lockport, New York. Venice says Bumblebee T. Rick says Venice. A nice light show. Thanks. We have a little show going on too. Yes, Hector, it is. Rubberneck says Venice. Yep, you guys, it's Venice. You guys all know it's Venice. Yep. Yeah, I've been there. Um, I've actually done the what's that thing in the canal? The boat ride. Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. Well, anyways, I've done that boat ride in the canal twice. It's beautiful. If you ever get the chance to see Venice, do it. It's a stunning place. Hi, Joanna. Hey, Joanna. I can't sleep. Ah, she's popped in to say hi. She can't sleep. Everybody say hi to Joanna. Oh, everybody says hi, Joanna. Welcome. Gondola. Yes. Yes, the gondola guy. And the first time I went, it was two boats together. I was in one gondola boat, and the other one that was attached to us was a man singing an Italian song. He was playing an accordion, and there was like a guitar player as well. And they went with us. So it was like two boats together. Oh, it was beautiful. I have a video of it. I don't know if I ever put it up on my vacation channel or not, but it was lovely. Yeah, it was lovely. Y'all enjoy. Have to go now. Fun time, Daisy. Thank you, Lady Dagger. Thank you so much, everybody. Please check out Lady Dagger. Say hello. Go meet a new friend, everybody. All right, we're still going. I'm sorry. I digress. Isn't that what Mike the Bike Dasher says? Mike the Bike Dasher. Has he gone? Has he left YouTube? Anybody know? Yes. Thanks for coming, says Rubberneck. Yes. All right. What is the capital of Portugal? What is the capital of Portugal? It's an easy one. Easy. Easy peasy. What is the capital of Portugal? Funny and insightful says Lisbon. Dundee says Lisbon. Rick says Lisbon. Yusuf says USA. What is the capital of Portugal? Hector says, I don't know that one. Joanna says Lisbon. Rick says, I need this one for my geography pie wedge. What is the capital of Portugal? The capital of Portugal, everybody? It's the capital of Portugal. Anybody else? It's Lisbon. Yes, it's Lisbon. Mm-hmm. It's Lisbon. All right. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? Dundee says, I'm Portuguese. Cyprus says Hector. Cyprus maybe says Funny. Sicily says Dundee. Sicily says Rick. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? It is Sicily. You guys are who answers Sicily is right. Dundee is right, and so is Rick. It is Sicily, everybody. Sicily. What do you call a cluster of islands? What do you call a cluster of islands? Excuse me. What do you call a cluster of islands? And it's a long word. Okay, it's a long word, just so in case you're wondering. Don't cry, Hector. Joanna says Sicily. That's right, Joanna. Archipelago says funny. Archipelago says Dundee. Archipelago says Kelly Hurd. And so does Rick. Urbanex says LOL. Keys says Urbanex. Also Keys, right? Keys. Lots says Joanna. It is archipelago, everybody. And I thought I was good on geography, says Hector. You're doing great, Hector. Don't worry. It is an archipelago, yes. Which mountain range begins in Canada and stretches all the way to Mexico? Which mountain range begins in Canada and stretches all the way to Mexico? Kelly says Rockies. Renee says I'm not good at geography. Kelly says I restarted. Oh, good, Kelly. Good. Dundee says Rocky. Hector says Rocky. Rick says Rocky. Funny says Rockies. Rocky and Bullwinkle is correct. Funny and insightful. You are correct, Amundo. It is the Rocky Mountains, everybody. The Rocky Mountains. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Here's a mistake. I found a mistake, you guys. Listen to this question and answer, okay? This is a mistake. It says, what ocean borders the state of Florida? And then it has the answer is Florida. There's no Florida Ocean. There's the Florida Straits. It says, what ocean borders the state of Florida? And this is answer, Florida. That's a boo-boo. Batman. That's right. Batman. Dun, 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 Batman. No, it's not a question, guys. It's not a question because the whole thing was wrong. All right, here we go. Are we ready? What two U.S. states do not share a border with any other U.S. state? What two states, U.S. states, do not share a border with any other U.S. state? Anybody know that one? It's a two-part. It's a two-answer question. What two U.S. states do not share a border with any other U.S. state? We haven't started trivia. Hey, D-Max wife, we're working on trivia right now. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hawaii and Alaska says funny. Hawaii and Alaska says Kelly, and Hector says it. Dundee says it. D-Max wife says it. Rick says the same thing, Alaska and Hawaii. Hawaiian, Cuban, and Batman says that. Lisa says Alaska and Hawaii, and you guys are all right. It's Alaska and Hawaii. That was too easy. Too easy. It's not fair that I'm giving you these easy ones. What city is the White House located in? What U.S. city is the White House located in? Hi, JH. The borderless states that won't share, says Joanna. Hi, JH. How's it going, buddy? Welcome. Okay, which state only borders one state? Kelly Hurd knows this. Which state only borders one state? That would be Maine. No, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be. I take that back. Washington, D.C. D.C. says Rick. My neighbor's yard said Kelly says Washington, D.C. So does Dundee. Funny insightful says D.C. I just saw lightning. Yes, we have a thunderstorm going on. Well, Joanna says Washington. Funny says technically we can also say the state doesn't border the entire state would be our financial state. True. DC says Lisa. It's Maine. I said Maine, but I didn't think it was Maine. Yeah. I said Maine. I was right then. Yay. This question is Washington, D.C. The White House is in Washington, D.C. You guys don't know that. I got it right. Which U.S. state is known as the Garden State? Anybody know that one? Which U.S. state is known as the Garden State? Are you close to Fort Lauderdale? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Kelly said New Jersey. Andrew says Jersey. I am JH. I'm very close to Fort Lauderdale, yes. New York says Yusef. New Jersey took me to New Jersey. Rick says Jersey. Hector's like, I'm not so sure. Hi, Blake. Hey, Blake. New Jersey says Rubberneck. New Jersey says Lisa. Lisa. Lisa who smiles a lot. Lisa who makes us smile a lot. It is New Jersey. Everybody who said New Jersey, Dundee, you're right. Kelly says state of panic. It is New Jersey. Jaws. It's Jaws. Jaws it is. All right, let's move on from the U.S. Here we go. What is the capital of Jamaica, man? What is the capital of Jamaica? What is the capital of Jamaica? See, I'm comfy in the U.S., says Kelly. Blake says, well, thank you. Hi, Blake. What's the slang for Alabama? You're from New Jersey? What exit? But I'm comfy in the U.S. I'm mesmerized by lightning storm. Oh, good, Joanne. Enjoy. Port-au-Prince, says Kelly. Kingston, says Rick. Rasta, says Dundee. Hector, I need the enthusiasm. Be afraid. Kingston, says Rubberneck. Bob Marley. Bama. Hey, Larry. What up, Larry? What up, my friend Larry? It is Kingston, Jamaica, man. It's Kingston. Kingston. Very good. Very good. Kingston. Rick got it right. Rubberneck got it right. Dun, 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 dun. Sweet Home Alabama. Blake says 67. Blake, what are you talking about? Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Mount Fuji is the highest point located in which Asian country? Mount Fuji is the highest point located in which Asian country? Which Asian country would you find Mount Fuji? Mount Fuji is the highest point located in which Asian country? Dun, 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 dun. Silent Mago says Japan. Funny Insightful says Japan. Okeechobee saying hello. Hey, small water charters, welcome. Okeechobee in the house, everybody. Say hello, hello, hello to Saltwater Charters, SWC. Thank you for being here. Blake says Japan. Dundee says slang for Alabama. Family circle. You says Japan. Japan says Rick. Japan says Rubberneck. Batman's Cave says Zed. Japan says Lisa, and so does Dundee and Kelly Hurd and Joanna. And Blake says Japan. It is Japan. The storm is coming. Good, Kelly. Enjoy. Get me some Okinawa sushi. I saw water, says Rubberneck. It is. Yes. It's Japan. Japan is the right answer. It is Japan. All right. Let's see. This one nobody would ever get. I'm never going to ask a question I don't think anybody would answer. Excuse me. I get some water. Sorry, everybody. I'll take Paul Linda Block. I love it. Hey, Wazamadu. Karaoke, right? No, not karaoke. Wrong stream. How's it going, Wazamaru? Wazamaru. I'll take Paul Linda Block. That's right, Rick. He was in the center, and boy, was he funny, right? When you were a kid, you hated fruit and vegetables. You also despised sushi. Japan is what you cook things in. Hi, Saltwater and Waza. Mata. Hi, Andrew. Rick says, try us. Okay, you want me to try you? Ready? All right, here we go. How many countries are located in the southern hemisphere? And no Googling. You cannot Google because you told me to ask you. How many countries are located in the southern hemisphere? Small water, not salt water. Autocorrect says Joanna. Mm. Guess where you are from? Small water charger says, hi, Joanna. Watcher says, hey, Joanna. Andrew says, hi, Joanna. Hi, Andrew. Rough about 150, 160, 82, 27, 607, 82. No Googling. Am I supposed to count them? You want to know what the answer is? It's 32. Waza says 40. You were close, Waza. All of them, says Joanna. Hi, Andrew. Kelly says 65. No, it's 32. It says, how many countries are located in the southern hemisphere? 32. That's not a lot. 32. Funny, insightful. Yeah, 32. Isn't that crazy? 32. All right, so you guys are pretty good. You want me to ask you another hard one? No, I won't. Want me to ask you another hard one? No, I won't. Surprisingly low. Yeah, 32. I love the lightning show. Good. Zad, enjoy, bud. Japan. Okay. Um, I'd be terrible on a quiz show, says Joanna. Excuse me. What is the largest country in South America? What is the largest country in South America? Thank you, Andrew. It is a nice evening. Hard one is interesting. Good. I like it. Funny and insightful. Hi, Blake. Yep. A good live show. Sonal is a good live show. Sonal's great. Argentina, Brazil, Brazil, Brazil. Hector. Brazil, Arizona, Brazil. Dundee just sub-Saharan Africa, Southeast Asia, South America, and Oceania, all with relatively few big countries. Wow, yeah. Doesn't make sense, it said. Hi, everyone. Hi, Colleen. Colleen from Colleen's Corners here. Everybody say hi, Colleen. North Texas says Chile. Brazil says Kelly. Brazil. Arizona. Longest would be Chile, I'd imagine. What is the largest country in South America? It's Brazil. It's Brazil, you guys. Everybody who said Brazil was right. Yusuf, you were right. Rick was right. Dundee was right. Hector was right. Wazamadu was right. Funny Insightful was right. And others, Kelly Hurd was right. Yeah, I probably missed her. Hey, Stuart, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Stu, how's it going, my friend? Welcome, Stuart. We're having actually a thunderstorm going on, and we're playing trivia. So welcome, Stuart. Suriname says Wazamadu. Nice lightning. Thank you. The only brown wedges I ever hit were in elementary school, and I don't want to talk about it. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, Rick. Good job, guys. Andrew? Oh, lightning count. Yes. Kind of. I need. Oh, come on now. Seriously, dude? Go away. I'm going to time this guy out, okay? We're going to time out for a minute. Yeah, you're not going to come in here and do that. He means wedgies. Oh, wedgies. He means wedgies. Okay. All right, let's keep going. The trauma. Oh, no, Rick. The wedgies. All right, let's keep going. What is the capital of Pakistan? What is the capital of Pakistan? Anybody know that one? Hello, Stuart. How are you, my friend? Hector, who? Let me take care of him. For a moment, I thought potato wedges. 1,000 wedgies for you, bud. Islamabad says funny. So does Hector. Birmingham Silence says Islamabad says Yusuf. Have you ever encountered any ghosts? Hello, Valerie. I actually have, Valerie. Yes. How about yourself? I don't know a stand. Mazamadu. Hector, I know that. Rick says Islamabad, Kazakhstan. Stuart says Haywaza. The capital of Pakistan is Islamabad. All you guys who said Islamabad were all right. Yep. Oh, Sonal. Thank you, Sonal. When did you get back over here, Sonal? Thank you, my friend. Oh my goodness. Sonal, you're so sweet. He's gonna give membership. And Emma got it. Emma Swan. Thank you so much, Sonal. I'm just good with capital. I'm not really good with cursive. Thank you, Sonal. You're so sweet. You are so sweet. What country is known as the land of 1,000 lakes? What country is known as the land of 1,000 lakes? Land of 1,000 lakes. Canada, says Kelly. Canada says silent. Canada says funny. Excuse me. I'm so dry, guys. I'm so dry. Canada says Waza, and Dundee says Finland. Kelly says Canada. Rick says country. Yes, country. Stuart says New Zealand. What country is known as the land of 1,000 lakes? Anybody else want to give it a try? Minnesota is the state, yes. No, Minnesota is the state of 10,000 lakes. Minnesota is the state of 10,000 lakes. New Zealand, really? Canada, Greenland. The answer, and the only person who got it right, is Dundee in the gym. It is Finland. Dundee in the gym was correctamundo. It is Finland. If the U.S. made it, it's Canada, but Finland too. Nope, it's Finland. You're right, buddy. It's Finland. Finland. Which African country has the biggest population? Which African country has the biggest population? Kelly says Egypt. Wazza says Finland. Well, I'll be a freshwater octopus. Funny says Nigeria. Rick says, way to go, Dundee. That's right, Dundee. High five, bud. Kenya says Stuart. Nigeria says Hector. South Africa says Dundee. South Africa says Wazza. South Africa says Rick. Algeria says Yusuf. Which African country has the biggest population? Finland is famous for its lakes. It is. It is. You're right. I want to see Finland. I would love to go to Finland. Yeah. The answer, guys. Excuse me. I am so dry. I'm so sorry. The answer is Nigeria. Funny and insightful. You are the only one who was correct. Oh, and Hector. Hector was correctamundo. Hector was correctamundo, and so was Funny. Good work, you guys. Funny was right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Hector. Hector, you got it right, buddy. It's Nigeria. In which country is the Leaning Tower of Pisa located? In which country is the Leaning Tower of Pisa located? Hector says, yep, I got it right. That's right. Dundee says, what's up, Joanna? Awazamadu says, Italy. Funny Insightful says, Italy. Says, how are you doing, Hector? Italy says, Hector. Dundee says, I'm sorry. Italy says, Hector. Hector says, Italy. Rick says, Italy. Dundee says, Italy. Rubberneck says, Italy. Too easy, says Dundee. Yusuf says, Italy. Sicily, says Andrew. Hector says, thanks, Rick. Joanna says, what you said about Finland, Dundee. Kelly says, Italy. Funny says, I got a cold plate of pizza right here in Ohio. Oh, pizza sounds good. Pizza found in a crooked oven, says Zed. Joanna says, Italy. By the way, where are you from, Joanna? Hector says that all good. How are you, Ted? Rick says, which way is your pizza leaning? It's Italy. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is in Italy. I've also seen that twice, and it is a stunning, stunning, beautiful sight. You cannot imagine how beautiful it really is until you see it in person. It's porcelain, or at least it looks porcelain. They tell you all about it, but I don't remember the stuff that they said. It is leaning. It is gorgeous. It's a beautiful sight. Hello, nothing to do. Nothing to do. She's in Manchester. Wait a minute, you're in Manchester? Like our friend Richard. Manchester, interesting. Hi, nothing. Nothing to do. How are you? This looks amazing. Hi, Thug Life. How's it going, buddy? Thug Life. I think you've been here before, have you not? Welcome in, Thug Life. This is Florida. How are you today? Where is Richard? Hopefully he's sleeping because over there it's 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Let's hope Richard is sleeping. I hope he's sleeping. Manchester, great music scene in the 80s and 90s. I tried delivering a takeout pizza on a hyped up motorcycle. It didn't go well. Nothing to do. Amazing. Hope you're all well. Thank you. I hope you are too. Appreciate. I'm from Compton, Cal. Oh, that's right. I do remember you, Thug Life. I remember you saying that last time. Well, welcome from California to Florida. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. We are playing trivia. If you'd like to play, you can play along. What country are the Cliffs of Moher located? The Cliffs of Moher are located in what country? The Cliffs of Moher, Moher. And I might not be saying that correctly. I apologize. I've also been there as well. Where are the Cliffs of Moher located? What country? Knuckle busted numbskull. Hi all. Hello, Mrs. Daisy. Hello, Knuckle. Knuckle busted numbskull. Oh, you're gonna lurk. Thank you, buddy. I'll be back and forth. You got it. No problem. Thank you so much, Knuckle. He says hi, Rubberneck. Andrew says Scotland. Kelly says Ireland. Kelly says Scotland. Brick says Ireland. Yeah, I got fired for that one, says Lightning Kevin. Kevin. Hey, Kevin. 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 Welcome. Oh, no, said not good. Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss Daisy. Hi, Kevin. Joanna says, yes, I live 20 minutes from mint chocolate chip. I'm more posher than him, though. Welcome, Joanna. I can't believe you live that close to mint. That's cool. Dundee says, LOL. Said Knuckle says, Miss Daisy. Hello, Knuckle. Yes, we have lightning going on, everybody. Putting a pizza box under your arm is also a smart move when half the toppings fall off. Ireland. Rick says, hi, Kevin. Dundee says, but easier to carry. Iceland. Ireland. Yeah, it's Ireland, everybody. They're in the Cliffs of Moher are in Ireland, yes, and they are beautiful. I do have a picture of my son and I standing in front of them, but of course we were only there for one day, and of course it was cloudy, foggy, but we still were there, and it still was absolutely beautiful. Hi, Brian. Hi, Knuckle. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, storms are moving through. Is the United Nations in here? uh, did you know the nights in the age of dinosaurs were very starry? I did not, Brian. I did not. All right, you guys ready for another question? What is the tallest mountain in Africa? What is the tallest mountain in Africa? Does anybody know that? Joanna says it's a cross I have to bear living so close to Mint, or rather he has to bear. I love Mint. He's a really good dude. He's like my son. He really is. Is it lightning sound that? Yes, it's lightning and thunder. Kilimanjaro. Oh, well, Joanna. Kilimanjaro. Dundee, Kilimanjaro. Oh, look at the lightning. Hey, worst case. Worst case, welcome. This is because before humans existed, the nights were full of stars. Cool, Brian. I love all the information you have, Brian. Thank you so much. Worst case is Purdy. Plywood. Hi, Plywood. That must be a big batch of rain. It's raining here too. Yeah. Welcome, Plywood. Thank you for being here. Hey, worst case. Yes, it is a stormy night, guys. Stormy, stormy. All right. On to the next question. What? Oh, this is an interesting question. What's the most populated city on Earth? What is the most populated city on Earth? Rubberneck says hi plywood. Knuckle busted numbskull says hi plywood. Hector says me watch the lightning with Daisy. Aw, thank you, Hector. Joanna says he is lovely. Arminty. Well, he is. He is. Hi plywood. He says hi Miss Daisy. Hi Barry. Barry says Tokyo. Worst case says Mumbai. Wazamata says Tokyo. Plywood says hi Knuckleback. Andrew says Tokyo. Her lightning is way more better. Delhi says Hector. Tokyo says Rick. The clouds close Miss Daisy. Hong Kong, Sao Paulo, Buffalo. Rick, you bad mouth in my hometown. A popular density. It just says most populated. It says what's the most populated city on earth? That's the question I have. It ain't here, says Barry. California says that. Rio. Sao Paulo is the largest, but not by population. Hong Kong. The answer is Tokyo. Tokyo. Rick was correct. Andrew was correct. Barry was right. Wazamadu was right. Yeah. Anybody who said Tokyo was correct. Kelly Heard, but she was right. Zeb was right. 'Twas a wild and stormy night, and Miss Daisy was sheltering us from the storm. Want to have a spooky story? If I knew a spooky story, I would tell you. I could tell you the story about when I had a ghost in my house. All right, are we ready? Let's see if anybody's age starts to show on these questions. Are you ready? I just got back from Florida. Worst case, nice. It's funny in Tokyo versus Kyoto, another beautiful Japanese city. Kyoto. Yes, indeed. Go on, say tell us. Nah. Another time. And then Daisy pulled out her Chucky doll. All right. You ready? Some of these I don't even know. So let's see how we do, okay? What television show? Now these are old shows, guys. This is 50s and 60s pop culture. Are you ready? See who knows what. Okay. What television show introduced the phrase "to the moon, Alice"? What television show introduced the phrase "to the moon, Alice"? What television show introduced the phrase "to the moon, Alice"? I used to use this phrase all the time back in the 80s. The Tokyo that Godzilla destroyed was H.O. Scale, says Rick. Yes, I was in Lakeland. Oh, somebody I know just said they're going to Lakeland pretty soon. Oh, you know who's going to Lakeland? Is Norm. Nice. Worst case. Cool. Honeymooner says Waza. So does Zed and Kelly and Barry and Rubberneck and Kelly's vlogs. I'll say the honeymooners. Worst case is the Jetsons. I obviously don't know that. I hope they were meaning the celestial object moon. The Jackie Gleason show, the honeymooners. I feel like a kid who lost his mother in the mall. Norm passed away. Yeah, not that Norm. Not that Norm. Yes, it is the honeymooners. Everybody who said honeymooners, well, it's just about everybody. You guys were right. I only know British TV shows from that period. I guess Bewitched. That's a good guess, Joanna. One of these days, says Andrew. It's all good. It is, yes. The honeymooners. All right, let's see. What famous toy was introduced in 1959 and became a cultural icon? What famous toy was introduced in 1959 and became a cultural icon? Brian, I don't know anything about that, so I can't really form an opinion. Slinky, G.I. Joe, Cabbage Patch, Bob, Legos, Legos, Kevin says Lego too. Come to me, Hector, I'll give you ice cream. Barbie, says Waza. Barbie, says Rick. Hula hoop, plywood. What famous toy was introduced in 1959 and became a cultural icon? It is the Barbie doll. Barbie. Barbie's right. Barbie Wazamadu was right. Rick was right with Barbie. Brian, you were right with Barbie. Hector was right with Barbie. Yes, Barbie. Kerplunk. It's funny you say that because I have Kerplunk all ready to go. We might play it tomorrow afternoon. Sheer hello everyone's checking on you, Kelly. I'm good. I'm good, Sheer I'm doing a lot better tonight. Thank you so much, Sheer Can't believe it was true. What about Ken? Ken came later, didn't he? All right. Okay, let's see who really can go back. What was the host? Oh no, I'm not giving you that. What? That's a stupid one. What year did Elvis Presley make his first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show? What year did Elvis Presley make his first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show? Hi, Cher Bear. I had Sunday. She was the poor relation in a sense. She had a nice wardrobe, though. Hi, Cher Bear, everybody says. 1968 says funny. 1948 says Barry. 53 says Kevin. 56 says Rick. 64 says Rubberneck. What year did Elvis Presley make his first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show? Kelly says 1956. Before My Time says Barry. Brian says 56. Worst case is 54. Joanna says 1956. Well, Daisy is like divided by that 1849. Wazzy says they made sure Barbie never got pregnant by having Ken come in different box. Oh my God. Wasamadu. Oh my goodness. It's 1956, everybody. Brian is right. Joanna is right. Kelly Hurd was right. Rick was also right. 1956. Wazamadu. Oh my goodness. Elvis was post WW2, right? Post civil rights as well. So that was my educated guess. Yeah, good guess. Hound Dog. Liked on. Hey, Shining Star. There's our friend Shining Star. Mainly off the grid. Hi, Mainly. Wanted to stop. Oh, hi before that. Thank you, Mainly, so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, Shining Star. Mainly off the grid. Share Beer. Stardashians, Miss Avengers. Hey, Eric. Everybody say hi to Eric. Stardashians, Miss Adventures are here. Welcome, you guys. All right, here we go. What is the name of the painting known for its enigmatic smile housed in the Louvre Museum? What is the name of the painting known for its enigmatic smile housed in the Louvre Museum? What is the name of the painting known for its enigmatic smile housed in the Louvre Museum? Mona says worst. Hi, Rick says Shining Star. Mona Lisa says Hector and Funny and Waza and Zed. Stardashians, hope you're having a great night. Daisy, thank you, Eric. I hope you're having a great day, you guys. These aren't pop culture. These are culture before they were pop, grand pop culture. Funny and insightful. That's a good one. I like it. Let me pin you up. That's a good one. Pin. There you go. Beautiful lightning. Hey, Shining Star. Thank you, buddy. Um, breaking the television with his rocking hips. Elvis. Mona Lisa. Thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up, everybody. Waza says Mona Lisa was actually smiling about my Barbie pregnant joke. Hi, Eric, Brian, and Kevin Funny. Stardashian says, hey, Share Bear. All right, am I caught up? Enigmatic smile. Look, Mona Lisa gives me the creeps. Looks at me like I own the lady $1 million. Kevin says the Mona Lisa. Hi, Stats. What's up, Stats girl? It is the Mona Lisa, everybody. Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Mm-hmm. Yippers, yippers, yippers. Who wrote the Odyssey? How about that one? Who wrote the Odyssey? Who wrote the Odyssey? Joanna says Mona Lisa's painting is actually it's very small. They say it was a man, not a female, but nobody knows exactly. It's very mysterious. Brian, explain to me why the Mona Lisa is in France when it was made in Italy. I don't know why. I don't know why. Hello, Stats. Mona Lisa, men have made you a song. Homer says Kelly. Hector says Homer. Worst case says Homer. Funny says Homer. Wazimato says Homer. Kelly Vlogs. Frick Topeka says Homer. Kelly Hurts says Homer. Homer Simpson says Kevin. They're making a new one in 2026. Really? It is Homer. Homer wrote the Odyssey. Indeed, indeed. Homer wrote it. I'm just going to check my phone real quick to make sure that we are not running out of battery. Still got all the lightning going on. Zed's been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Zed. Thank you. I'm right here, by the way, so everybody knows. Can I ask a question in the Q&A? Of course, Brian, you can. Of course. Stats is Rubberneck. Hi, thank you. How are you this beautiful evening? We're doing good with a battery of 60-some%. Okay. It's raining too. As long as it's not about dinosaurs. Brian likes dinosaurs. Zed sent 5 gift memberships. Oh my God, Zed, nature guy. Castle. JH says hi. Ice Princess. Bodie and MVP Fishing. Oh, thank you, Zed. Wow, Zed, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Still have the lightning going on. Okay. All right, let's get back to another question. You guys ready? Shark. I'm gonna go watch it if there's no Harry Potter. I'm sorry, I'm way behind. Zed, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Zed, thank you, thank you. Lots of watchers, congratulations. My favorite dinosaur joke. What do you call a dinosaur that farts? A blast from the past. Joanna, that is so cute. I'm pinning that right up, Joanna. Thank you, young lady. Very cute. All right. You just wait, Miss Daisy. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for the next question? Here we go. Here we go. Oh no, my lantern is fading. What sport involves the terms bogey and birdie? What sport involves the terms bogey and birdie? Anybody know that one? What sport involves the terms bogey and birdie? Stan says golf. Badminton says worst case scenario. I'm sorry, worst case. Kelly says golf. I think if the world is going to end, you should narrate the last message, Miss Daisy. I think your voice will make me comfortable and look forward to the impending doom. Aw, funny, insightful. That is such a beautiful thing to say. That is such a beautiful thing to say. Thank you so much. Azad, you and I are going to have a competition. You and I? You and I? As in you and I? I thought the dinosaur would be something like a Bowling is a turkey. Golf, golf, golf. Well, you wished. Hey, you wished. Everyone, hello. I have 6 rainbow trout on my grill, mashed potatoes, bush baked beans, and rice for dinner. You wished. Enjoy that dinner, man. That sounds really good. Humphrey Bogart. Shipper says that's so sweet and funny. I totally agree. It's very sweet. Really. I mean, wow. Keith, hi Keith. Top of the evening, Miss Daisy, and all the beautiful, lovely people in chat. Hi, Keith Barnes. Or Morgan Freeman. Thank you, Shipper. You're so sweet. All right. It is golf. Bogey and Birdie are in the game of golf. You guys know that. You did see lightning. We have a lightning storm going on. Yes. Hi, Stats. Were you a school teacher? I was not. No. Um, did you know the Megalosaurus was the first dinosaur known to science? I did not, Brian. I did not. Yes, we have lightning, everybody. Enjoy the show. We have trivia and a show. Let's see how good you guys are at sports. Ready? How many Grand Slam tennis tournaments are there in a year? How many Grand Slam tournaments are there in a year? This is an interesting question. I never knew this question before. In a plane going by, yeah, we live by a small aircraft airport. 5 says Hector. 27 says worst case. 3,000 says Wazimato. Kelly says too many. Rick says 4. 4. You wish says 4. Seth says, I don't know. Worst case, really, never a complete one. Keith Barnes says 6. How many Grand Slam tennis tournaments are there in a year? There is 4. 4. You wished is right, and Rick is right, and funny and insightful is right. In worst case, they've never found a complete dinosaur, just one bone here and there, and a picture. That's true. It's true. Well, did they find almost a complete one though in bones? Denny's Grand Slam breakfast, bacon. There's something moving in the sky. Could it be a UFO? Nah, it's a plane. It's a plane. The U.S. Open, the French Open, the Wimbledon, and Australian Open. Thanks, funny. Thanks, you wished. I could be wrong. Kelly says yes. All right, let's find the next question. Oh, now I'm sitting on the couch and there's thunder or lightning right outside my window. In which sport would you perform a slam dunk? Too easy. In which sport would you perform a slam dunk? If you were going to do a slam dunk, what sport are you doing? Stat says, how do you plywood? Plywood. Since you are not a teacher, what's the difference between a teacher and a train? I don't know. I don't know plywood. Baseball says Wazoo. Basketball says Rubberneck and Hector and Keith and Joanna says basketball too. So does Stats, Funny and Kelly Hurt and Rick. Technically, you could do a slam and a dunk in WWE as well. Chewing choo choo. My name's not Keith though. Surname is Barnes. When I was 12, I wanted to play the violin, and my violin case was JB007. Joanna, I played the violin too. How cool is that? The teacher says split the gum out, and the train says choo choo. Yeah, these guys are so cute. Bowling, but it really hurts. Yeah, it's basketball. Everyone's a basketball. You guys are all right. Basketball. So many people were correct, Mundo. Um, Stats is right. Funny and insightful is right. So is Kelly Hurd. Joanna. Keith was right. Hector was right. Rubberneck was right. Wow, Zamadu baseball. I know that you just did that on purpose. You know it. Basketball says Frick. Yeah, basketball. Is this Florida or is this California where it's like? This is Florida. Why did the cross-eyed teacher lose her job? Because she couldn't control her pupils. Joanna, that's a good one. I like it. I like it, Joanna. What element is a diamond composed of? Ooh, that's a good question. What element is a diamond composed of? Which element is a diamond composed of? Seth says, I'm in Florida on the Gulf Coast. It's beautiful too. Yep. Funny says carbon. Rick says carbon. Hector says carbon. Heck, Kelly heard that says carbon. Stat says coal. Rubberneck says carbon. Oh, peoples, that's a good one. It is Wazamadu. It's a great one. It's a great one. Very funny, Joanna. I love it. Florida Pacific Coast is beautiful. Carbon says Rubberneck and Keith and Joanna. Same element we're composed of. Technically, diamond is nothing but depressed carbon. Sorry, deeply pressed carbon. Yep, it's carbon. Everybody knew that one. I'm surprised you guys all knew that one. It is carbon. Yep, it's carbon. How many vertebrae are in the human spine? Anybody know that one? How many vertebrae are in the human spine? How many vertebrae are in the human spine? Catalyst. Hi, Catalyst. How's it going? Thank you for being here, Catalyst. How are you tonight? Hector says 33, and so does, or 32, and Joanna says 33. Catalyst says 33. Rick says 32, maybe. Rubberneck says, hi, Catalyst. Barry says 33. Shout out to Larry Bird. 33 depends on whether you did dirt bike or not. It's funny and insightful. Meet the, thank you, Brian. Okay. It is 33. It is 33. I didn't fool any of you guys. It is 33. Joanna got it right. Hector, you were so close. Catalyst was right. Rick, you were so close too. Barry was right. Funny was right. Yeah. Kelly says 17. My daughter's an RN. Can I phone her for child? Yes, you can. It's like Dinosaur's Garden of Eden. North Texas, the Buffalo accent is what kept me coming back when I first introduced to Kelly's. You can tell I have a Buffalo accent. Excuse me. Catalyst, I'm fantastic. How about you? I'm also good. I'm doing good tonight. Thank you so much. Rubberneck dropped the link. Thank you, Rubberneck. All right, here we go. What is the term for a scientist who studies weather? What is the term for a scientist who studies weather? Weather. What you're looking at right there on your screen, weather. What is the term for a scientist who studies weather? When you say carbon, you can hear it. It's carbon. Carbon. Barry says meteorologist. Rick says meteorologist. Kayla says, is it a meteorologist? Hector says meteorologist. Seismologist says funny. Kelly says meteorologist. My accent sounds like Davy Jones from the Monkees. Joanna, we all love the Monkees. We all talk about the Monkees all the time. Hey, we're the Monkees. People think we're monkeying around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. Hey, we're the Monkees. Whether or not. Too much spelling, says Kelly. It is meteorologist, everybody. Everybody was right with meteorologist. I'm not fooling you guys. You guys are too smart for me. What is the largest living species of bird? What is the largest living species of bird? Joanna says he was from where I grew up too. He was? He's from Manchester? Manchester. I mean, if it's a study about weather, it's probably a philosopher. It is meteorologist. Meteorologist. Ostrich says Waza. Rick says emu. Hector says ostrich. Albatross or pelican says funny. Ostrich says sonal. Catalyst says ostrich. So does Rubberneck. Joanna says emu. Hello, Tiny K. Welcome. Hello, Tiny K. It is ostrich. What is the largest living species of bird? It's an ostrich. Indeed, it is. Indeed. Very good, everybody. Very good. What band was Freddie Mercury the lead singer of? What band was Freddie Mercury the lead singer of? I want pizza, says Tiny K. Harpy Eagle says Kelly's Vlogs. Queen says Joanna. Queen says Rick. Plywood's having pizza. Funny says Queen. Hector says Queen. Kelly Hurd says Queen. Danny. Hi, Danny. How's Danny doing? What's the most dangerous living species of bird? Catalyst says Queen. Rubberneck says Queen. Waza, a penguin with a machine GUN. It's Queen, everybody. It's Queen. Everybody knew it. It's Queen. I'm not getting nothing past you guys tonight at all. You guys are so good. All right. Which musical artist is famous for the album Thriller? Which musical artist is famous for the album Thriller? MJ says funny. MJ says Rick. Michael Jackson says Joanna. And Rubberneck. Kelly says Michael. Hector says Michael. Wazza says Hector knew it, but Penguin with the machine PP. Pew pew. was funny. I'm clueless, says Tiny. Michael Jackson says Danny. Brian says Michael Jackson. MJ says Catalyst. Sonal says Michael Jackson. The answer is Michael Jackson. Yes, Michael Jackson. World Thriller. Everybody knows that one. Thriller. Who sang the song American Pie? Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Who wrote the song American Pie? Don McLean says Rick. Danny says, what's up, Wazamadu? Joanna says, hi, Danny. I've been crying in my stream, but it was tears of joy, says Sonal. Oh, Sonal, what happened? What happened, Sonal? Don McLean says Kelly Hurd. And Sonal says Don McLean. And Joanna says Don McLean. Rick says, hi, Danny. Waza says, hi, Danny. Hi, Sonal. Who wrote the American song American Pie? It was Don McLean. You guys were all right. Wow. You guys are so good. What legendary lead guitarist was known for playing an inverted guitar left-handed? What legendary lead guitarist was known for playing an inverted guitar left-handed? Ooh, that's a good question. I wouldn't have known the name Don McLean if it bit me, says Spazamadu. Everyone's very generous. Oh, I'm so happy, Sonal. Good for you, buddy. You deserve it. Rick says Jimi Hendrix. Rubberneck says Jimmy. Fisherman's Lodge says Jimi Hendrix. Barry says Hendrix. Fundy says Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix says Joanna. Barry. Hi, Barry says Tiny. Rubberneck. Hi, Danny. Danny. Hi, Rubberneck. Sonal says people who send me gifts and gifts. Oh, that's so nice, Sonal. I'm so happy for you. It is Jimi Hendrix, you guys. Yes, you guys all know it. Jimi Hendrix. Too easy, right? Okay, let's see how good all you guys are. Let's see how good. What is the title of the Beatles' last LAST album? Last studio album. What is the title of the Beatles' last studio album? Anybody know that one? I could sing it for you if you want me to. Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix is Catalyst. Sonal nature, you are lovely. He is. He's very lovely. Oh, Rick says let it be. Barry says let it be. Yellow Submarine says Wazamadu. I've been so overwhelmed I started mistyping. Aw, Sonal, that's so sweet. You deserve it. You are so generous and so giving to everybody too. And I love that everybody gives back to you. Free as a bird, says Joanna. Oops, I did it again, says Funny. Oops, I did it again. What is the title of the Beatles' last studio album? It is Let It Be. Let It Be. Rick Topeka was right. Barry also correct, Amundo. Sonal is a nice person. He is. Light Show Mama. Yes, Light Show Hun. Light Show. Who starred as the character of J.R. Ewing in the show Dallas? Who starred as the character of J.R. Ewing in the show Dallas? Also a good one. Kelly Hurts is Larry Hagman. I play you with heart, get lost in the game, Plasson. Great. Oops, I did it again. It'll be in my head for a week. Burt Reynolds is Wazamaru. Major Nelson from I Dream of Jeannie. Larry Hagman. I have no clue. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Samuel L. Jackson. Good guess. I liked him in I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, it's Larry Hagman. Larry Hagman played J.R. Ewing. Who shot J.R., remember? Oh, probably can't say that, right? Yeah. Larry Hagman, yes. Larry Hagman. Larry Hagman. What Western TV show featured the Cartwright family? Cartwright. What Western TV show featured the Cartwright family? Anybody know that one? Danny says, hi, Barry. Sonal says, hey, Stuart. Danny says, hi, Fisherman's Lodge. Justin says, did you have a flood in the house? We did. Yes. We did. Pretty bad one, too. Yep. Sonal says, Bonanza. Kelly Hurts says, Bonanza. Rick says, to Bonanza. Wazamato says, Bonanza. Kelly Hurt. Plywood says, Ponderosa. Heavenly Star says, Bonanza. Larry Hagman says, Joanna. Joanna, you're just a little bit behind, honey. All right. It is Bonanza, everybody. It is Bonanza. Yep. All right, we did this one, but oh, wait a minute. In what TV show did Robin Williams play an alien named Mark? In what TV show did Robin Williams play an alien named Mark? Mark from Ork. Waza, everyone double tap the screen to see if you're the winner of today's big prize. Double tap your screen, everybody. Thank you, Wazamadu. Kelly says Morgan Mindy. Wazamadu says Morgan Mindy. Rick says Morgan Mindy. What up, Addison? Yurta, how's it going, buddy? Addison. Welcome in, Addison. Someone says Morgan Mindy, which was spun off from Happy Days. Yes. Yes. It is Morgan Mindy. I've revealed my naivete in front of the world. I have no idea. You're all right, Funny. It's okay. It's okay not to know. Oh, good, Funny. We love you. It is Mork and Mindy. Yes, Mork and Mindy. Everybody knew that one. And I know we did this last time, but I'm going to repeat this one because this is a good question. And a lot of you may not have been here the last time, right? In Happy Days, what was the name of the diner where the gang often hung out? In Happy Days, what was the name of the diner where the gang often hung out? Nanu, Joanna, that's right. Exactly right. Stats says Arnold's. Rick says Arnold's. Sonal says Arnold's. I think I'll be excommunicado if I say the Cheesecake Factory. Plywood, hi from Danny. In Happy Days, what was the name of the diner where the gang often hung out? Fonzie's, that's a good one. Yeah, it's Arnold's. Yeah. Everybody knew it. It's Arnold's. Oh, here's a good one. Which TV show was set in a Korean War military hospital? Which TV show was set in a Korean War military hospital? Anybody? Oh, Stats, and a gift membership. Thank you, Stats. Bellows Forge received it from Stats. Thank you, Stats. You're so sweet, Stats. Thank you, hon. And what was the pinball machine in Arnold's? It was Nip It, made by Bally. Cool, Rick. Rick says MASH. Kelly Hurts says MASH. Joanna says I'm behind the questions. It's okay, Joanna. No worries, hon. Thank you, Stats, so much. Thank you so much for that membership. Thank you. I still love MASH. It's Kelly. Me too, Kelly. I love that show. Yeah. Wazoo says MASH. Stats is always generous. Stats is amazing. I sing Nanu Nanu, my song. E.T., please come and abduct these Jack Boot Blue Pros. Statues and emojis. Thank you. Mashed potatoes. It is MASH. Yes, MASH. Good show, right? Who played the character of Samantha Stevens in Bewitched? Who played the character of Samantha Stevens in Bewitched? Does anybody know that one? Who played the character of Samantha Stevens in Bewitched? I like Radar and MASH. It used to be at 19 p.m. here in the UK. Yeah, Radar was so cute, wasn't he? He really was. He was so cute. Some hottie says Wazamato. Elizabeth Montgomery. Montgomery says plywood. Me as a kid said stats. Danny says hi, Addison. Rick says Elizabeth Montgomery. God, I loved her, said Rick. Some hottie. Roger Blair. Hey, Roger. Elizabeth Montgomery. Sono says Elizabeth Montgomery. Joanna says 10 p.m. That was meant to say. It's okay. It's okay. Tinka Tinka T. Justin Hill. Hi, Danny. Or Danny. Hi, Justin. It was Elizabeth Montgomery. Starring Elizabeth Montgomery. Yep. Very good. You guys are pretty good on your old time TV. All right, here's some classic music. Here we go. This is classic music. You ready? Which Motown group had their first #1 hit single with My Girl? Which Motown group had their first #1 single with My Girl? This stream is brought to you by the gifted memberships. Right on, Sonal. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm having a nostalgia day. Good, Stuart. Good. She was in a Twilight Zone with Charles Bronson, one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes. She was? Really? I didn't know that. Rick says Temptations. She wants, excuse me, my cat just grew off. Joanna. Rick says the Temptations. Kelly says the Temptations. Rubberneck says the Temptations. Roger Blair says the Temptations. So does Rick. So the kitty farts is yuck. Gross. It is the Temptations, everybody. Yes. It is the Temptations. You guys are right. Ooh, here's one. Let's see who knows this one. I did not know this one at all. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if you guys know it. Motown's most commercially successful act, the Supremes, were originally known by what name? Motown's most commercially successful act, the Supremes, were originally known by what name? I did not know this one. I'm tempted to stats. Stats, you're so silly. The plain girl, says Kelly. Motown's most commercially successful act, the Supremes, were originally known by what name? Anybody know that one? No, no. They were called the Primettes. Primettes. The Primettes. Yeah. I did not know that one either, guys. It's all good. Moving on. What classic TV show is known for the tagline, Good Night, John Boy? What classic TV show is known for the tagline, Good Night, John Boy? I had no idea, says Sonal. Oh my God, I knew that, says Kelly Heard. Kelly, you knew it. Rick says the Waltons. Wazza says Johnny Carson. The Waltons is Roger Blair. What classic TV show is known for the tagline, Good Night, John Boy? Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Papa. So it says the Waltons. What classic TV show is known for the tagline, Good Night, John Boy? It is the Waltons. The Waltons. You never seen the Waltons? That tagline sounds more like Scarface dialogues. Good night, John Boy. Everybody who said the Waltons was right. Wazamadu, no, not Johnny Carson. In the show Gilligan's Island, what was the name of the boat? What was the name of the boat in the show, Gilligan's Island? Anybody know that one? Good night, Mary Ellen. Yes, Dolly. Yes. Hi, Dolly. How's it going? Goodness, I think my cat is not right. I wish there was a warning or something. Minnow, says Rick. U.S. Minnow, says Phoenix Fireside. U.S. Minnow. Says Plywood. The Minnow says Waza. SS Minnow says Rubberneck. Hi, Phoenix says Stas. SS Minnow says Roger Blair. SS Minnow says Sonal. In the show Gilligan's Island, what was the name of the boat? It was the SS Minnow. SS Minnow. All you guys just said that were correct. What TV series featured the fictional town of Mayberry? What TV series featured the fictional town of Mayberry? This is classic TV shows. They made a radio out of coconuts. They did. They made everything, didn't they? And we all loved that show. Everybody loved it. Andy Griffith, Andy Griffith, Andy Griffith, Andy Griffith, Andy Griffith. Oh my God, you guys are also right. Mayberry RFD. That's right, Plywood. Good evening, surviving behind liberal lines. Welcome. Andy Griffith. Leave it to Beaver, says Joanna. Joanna, that's a good guess. But it is the Andy Griffith Show. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good work. Good work. Who directed Citizen Kane? Does anybody know that one? Who directed Citizen Kane? I've never seen that movie. Some weekend I'm gonna just sit and watch old movies. Who directed Citizen Kane? Anybody know that one? What was Gilligan's Island? Gilligan's Island was a show back in the day where people went out on a tour, a 3-hour tour, and they got stranded on an island. It was really cool. Cool. Watch it, says Rick. No idea, says Sonal. Orson Klugman, Orson Welles. Looks like the weather's starting to get rough. Orson Welles, says Rick. Yeah, it is Orson Welles, everybody. Yeah, I did not know that one either. It's Orson Welles. Who directed Citizen Kane? Yep. Okay. What actor played Moses in the Ten Commandments? This is the old Ten Commandments. I don't know if there's ever been a remake, but this is the old one. What actor played Moses in the Ten Commandments? Famous, famous, famous actor. So the ship is not lost. It's surviving. Kirk Douglas, Charlton Heston, Charlton Heston, Charlton Heston. Of not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. That's true. That's true. The minnow would be lost. Holy thunder, says Sonal. Everybody says Charlton Heston. Charleston it is surviving. It is. It is. It's Charlton Heston. Yep. That's who it is. That's who it is. Some of these, I don't even know who these people are. I'm going to skip over a lot of them. What movie features the quote, "There's no place like home"? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Anybody know that one? Joannis, thank you, Stas. It never was shown here in Britain. Plywood speaking to text. No, I'm using a microphone. Let me know if you can't hear it. The Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz, the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. It's the Wizard of Oz. It's the Wizard of Oz. Hey, Pitty and Kitty. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is a storm going on as well. We also have trivia. Feel free to jump right in. If you want to answer, go right ahead. What popular dance craze known for its hip motions was popularized by Chubby Checker in 1960? What popular dance craze known for its hip motions was popularized by Chubby Checker in 1960? It's a dance. Everybody knows the name of the dance. Because. That's right. Weebos, says Rubberneck. Ooh, lightning. Yes, lightning. Everybody enjoy it. Oh, thank you, Pitty and Kitty. Thank you. Well, we were doing trivia. The storm is a bonus. The storm is just a bonus. Thank you. Twist, 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 twist. Joanna says twist. Rubberneck says twist. Orson Welles, the voice of Unicorn in the Transformers cartoon movie back in the 1980s. Thank you, Roger. Come on, Daisy, let's do the twist. Plywood says twist. Rick says Heimlich maneuver. It's the twist. You guys knew it. It's the twist. Chubby Checker invented the twist. All right. What TV show airing in the 1960s featured a family of animated Stone Age characters? What TV show airing in the 1960s featured a family of animated Stone Age characters? One of my favorite shows as a kid. Amazing Phil, the Wizard of Oz. I liked Flying Monkeys, even though I cried when I saw them, right? It is a great movie. Patty says Flintstones. Joanna says Flintstones. Wazoo says Flintstones. Phoenix says Flintstones. Wazoo says Flintstones. Surviving and Sonal and Joanna all say the Stones, Flintstones. Wilma. Yes, Wilma. Yep, it's the Flintstones, you guys. You guys knew it. You guys are so smart. Who wrote the song Blowin' in the Wind, which became an anthem of the 1960s civil rights movement? Who wrote the song Blowin' in the Wind, which became an anthem of the 1960s civil rights movement? Flintstones was based off the Honeymooners. Really? Was it really? Or is it just a coincidence? He gets attitude. Bob Dylan says Rick. Mama's in the Papa says Kelly. Bob Dylan is Wazamadu. Rick says yes, it was. Sonal says Bob Dylan. Yeah, it's Bob Dylan. It's Bob Dylan. Yeah. Oh, we have a plane coming in too. It is Bob Dylan. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I have such a big pile here. Um, these are a few taglines. Let's see. I'm gonna read the tagline. Tell me if you know what the product is. Okay. We're looking for the product. Here we go. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Who is it? 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. I saw the movie in 1994, Sister Joanna Flintstones with Rick Moranis. I never saw that one. Peter, Paul, and Mary had the most popular version of it. Nice to know. I sent you a floating heart. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you, Sonal. And please, yes, thank you for telling me because I'm on my tablet. It does not show up on my tablet. Thank you, Sonal, for the floating heart. Burger King, McDonald's, have it your way. Big Mac, Burger King, McDonald's. Big Mac, McDonald's, Mickey D's. Rick Moranis is great. We just talked about Rick Moranis the other day. Yep. Big Mac is right. If you're from Australia, it's Macca's. It's McDonald's. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun is McDonald's. Ready for another one? Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Sonal says you're welcome. Thank you, Sonal, so much. You're so good to us. You're so good and generous to us. Sonal, thank you so much. Kelly Hurt says Elka Seltzer. So does Pity. So does Waza. So does Surviving Behind Liberal Lions. Joanna says the same thing. The Mickey D's in Hong Kong on Fleet Landing sells beer. Interesting. Elka Seltzer always seltz. Alkaline Seltzer. Elka Seltzer. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is Elka Seltzer. Yes, it is. How about this one? They're great. They're great. I think all McDonald's not in the U.S. sells beer. Really? That's so weird. Why do people have to buy beer at McDonald's? You know what I mean? Like, whatever. To each their own. Tony Tiger. Kelly heard that. LOL. Frosted Flakes says Kelly. Rick says Frosted Flakes. Pity and Kitty says Frosted Flakes. So does Surviving say Frosted Flakes. Hello, David. Bill Cream. Oh, Little Dab will do ya. Right on. Right on. Oh, no, that's okay, Sonal. That one's okay, Sonal. Little Dab will do ya. Yep, he's right. Frosted Flakes is right, everybody. Hey, MS. Sasquatch from Canada says hi. Hello, MS Sasquatch from Canada. My second husband walked out of a restaurant because he had a baby fit. He did. It is Frosted Flakes. They're great. How about this one? Never had it, never will. Never had it, never will. Anybody know that one? Never had it, never will. What? Beer at McDonald's? That would make billions for redneck people. No beer, says Kelly. Seven Up says surviving. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Was the older Elka says. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. 7 Up says Rick. YouTube is messing around, says Sonal. Yeah, that's okay. That What he said there was okay. Yeah, that's okay. He said it was Carlsberg though. LOL, Kelly. 7 Up. Never had it, never will. Is 7 Up. Yes, it is 7 Up. How about this one? I didn't know this one. Okay, you guys might not know this one, but if you know it, good for you guys. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Anybody? Surviving says, I remember the commercial. Milk of magnesia, right? They used to sell root beer in McDonald's here in McDonald's in the 80s where oh, nice. Crisp and clean and no caffeine. Yeah, yeah. Yep. It's okay, funny. No worries, man. No worries. Morton Salt. Yes, it is Morton Salt. You guys know that? Morton Salt Sonal, Rubberneck, Rick, Kelly Hurd, the Uncola. Yes, Rick, the Uncola. Surviving behind. Yeah. It is Morton Salt. I didn't know that one. You guys are pretty good. See what else we got here. The whole mouth paste. It's toothpaste. The whole mouth paste. Anybody know that one? It's a brand of toothpaste. It's called the whole mouth paste. I'm so old. My birth certificate's on parchment. What's the game? Brand taglines? It's in this trivia pack I have here, so we're just saying them. I tried to make my own lemon lime soda, but it was a 6 down effort. Was it Aquafresh is black? Colgate says so. Ames says rubberneck. Kelly says Aquafresh. Surviving. I'm so old. My first photo was a brass rubbing with charcoal. That says toothpaste. Parchment. Oh well. It is Aquafresh. How did you guys know that? Kelly Hurd knew it. Rick knew it. Aquafresh. Yes, Aquafresh was the answer. Aquafresh. All right, I'm still looking. Hang on tight. What company uses? No, never mind. That won't work. Sorry. Excuse me. Good to the last drop. Good to the last drop. Good to the last drop. I'm so old. It was just word of mouth. My my handprints in a cave in Egypt. Kelly. I'm so old. There are only 23 letters in the alphabet. I'm so old. They had invented a diet. Oh, dirt. You're older than dirt, Rick, or Wasmatu. I'm older than dirt, you guys. Not you guys. I'm so old. My brain fell asleep. Sonal, you're just a little one yet. You're so funny. It is Maxwell House coffee. Maxwell House. I'm so old. I wave to Noah when he's out of the way. Oh, that's a good one. I love that. I'm older than a bag of bones, says Sonal. Older than dirt and related to plywood. It was so good too. Oh, Maxwell House? Nice. I'm so old. My first bike at Square Wheels. I'm so old. Oh my god. I'm so old they have to set fire in my cake. Joanna. I'm so old I chew dust. Oh my god. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Oh, I needed those laughs. No, Jose Cuervo begs to differ. I'm so old. Back in my day, we used to milk dinosaurs. Maxwell House, good to the last drop, and it was good too. Nice. My mother always drank Maxwell House. I'm so old. The Big Bang woke me up from my nap. Darlene, Sona just stopped by to say hello to everyone. Have a blessed night, everyone. Good night, Darlene. Thanks, Darlene. Thank you, Darlene. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Toot 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 dust. I forgot that one, says Kelly. Mm, I'm so old. Good night, Darlene. Says survive. Yeah, good night, Darlene. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I'm so old, my belly full of lint. So that head can make you a sweater. I'm so old, my first budgie was a bear. Have a blessed day, Darlene, says Sonal. Surviving one, says Rick. Xavier. Hi, Xavier. Good evening. Getting in bed. Thanks for what you do. Thank you, Xavier. Thanks. Darlene says, you are so special. Darlene, you are special. Thank you. You're so sweet. Rick says, good night, Darlene. Funny says, I'm so old I sprinkled salt and seawater for pickles. Oh, oh, good stuff, you guys. Good stuff. Let me find another one. Oh, this is good. This is just what I needed after the day yesterday. Thank you, everybody. Silly rabbit, blank are for kids. Silly rabbit, blank are for kids. Silly rabbit. I'm so old. My first bike was a penny farthing. Tricks. Liberal says tricks. Sonal says tricks. Rubberneck says tricks. Kelly says tricks. Wazza says tricks. Trucks says Rick. Surviving says never heard that. I'm so old I sprinkled salt and salt water for pickles. Oh, good gravy. Trick says Rick. Sonal, take a shot at me. Do you know how much belly lint and the process it takes to make a sweater? I'm so old I made the fart machine go away. I hate autocorrect. It's tricks. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. You guys were all right. Tricks, tricks. It is tricks. Tricks. How about it's the cheesiest? Excuse me. It's the cheesiest. It's the cheesiest. Said, I guess you have to do the teeny tiny spinning wheels, as Kelly heard. Kelly. Craft. Tricks as in Beatrix? Yes, funny. I'm so old. I helped build the pyramids, says Joanna. Kraft mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese, says Kelly and Rick. It's the cheesiest. It's the cheesiest. Either Velveeta or Kraft mac and cheese. I'm so old. When I went to school, we didn't have history. That's a good one. Joanna, that's literally Kendrick Lamar's lines. It's funny. So old I've heard Dustin said. It is Kraft mac and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese is the answer. Make a real good, feel good meal. Make a real good, feel good meal. Anybody know that one? Make a real good, feel good meal. Who's Kendrick Lamar, says Joanna. When I was a kid, we called it the Testament. That's a good one, too. Rick Hamburger Helper. Kelly Hamburger Helper. Wazza says Hamburger Helper, so is Rubberneck. Plywood, what'd you call a dinosaur fart? Funny says Joanna, just a random guy, never mind. Sonal says Hamburger Helper. Plywood was a blast from the past. What do you call a dinosaur fart? A blast from the past. That's a good one too. Plywood, I like it. Yeah. A Gagasaurus. Kelly. It is. It is Hamburger Helper. Yes. Remember last time we had that question too. And we all talked about how we all like it. Probably because we either grew up on it or we made it for our own families at one point in our life, right? How about this one? It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. What is product for the tagline. It takes a lickin' and keeps on tickin'. So old I gotta pee 4 times a night. I still get up at least 2 of them. Wasamadu, you're funny. Timex, Time says Rick. Timex says Rubberneck, and Sono says Timex. Kelly says Timex. Zed says Timex. Surviving says Timex. I thought it was Helping Hands for Hamburger Helper. That too. They had a bunch of different commercials. Yeah. Hey, this is a family channel. Kelly says gross. I almost said Tootsie Pop. The pity and the kitty committee say LOL Waza. When I was a wid kid, the Dead Sea. I thought the same solo. It's Timex. It's Timex. Was just a little bit sick, says Wazamato. Kelly heard right? Yeah. It's Timex. How about this one? Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, and pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Timex plywood, you're right. Plywood Timex. What's snap, crackle, pop? Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Fruity Pebbles says that. Rice Krispies says Kelly Heard. And so does Surviving and Sono say Rice Krispies. Waza Dead Sea was just a little bit sick. Sorry. That's okay. Oh, it was sick. And then it died. Orthopedist says funny. Kellogg's Rice Krispies says Rubberneck. My back when I wake in the morning says Surviving. Rice Krispies. Yes. It is Rice Krispies. It is Rice Krispies. All right. It's the real thing. It's the real thing. How about that one? It's the real thing. Fruity Pebbles is what you get after you eat Skittles. Ellie. Oh, funny, funny, funny. Coca-Cola, Coke. Hi, Dickie. Hi, Dickie. Hi, Vicky. I crossed Vicky with Daisy. Hi, Vicky. How are you tonight? I'm so old fork. What was I saying? Coke says Rubberneck. He says survive. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Is there any more lightning going on? Hello, Vicky. Thanks for being here, Vicky. Yeah, it's a real thing. That's Coca-Cola. Yeah, you guys are right. It's Coca-Cola. How about this word? Hit this one. Head for the mountains of blank. Head for the mountains of blank. Vicky says, hi, Sonal. Vicky says, I'm good. Good, Vicky. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, hon. I ate a seeded loaf once. That's not a good idea. I don't recommend it, says Joanna. I missed the question. I was laughing so hard at Kelly Heard's responses. Kelly Heard's great. The tagline is head for the mountains of blank. Kelly says Bush beer. Rick says Bush beer. Someone says Bush beer. Rubberneck says Bush beer. Head for the mountains of blank. It's Bush beer. It's Bush beer, everybody. You guys know it. How about don't leave home without it? Don't leave home without it. Valhalla says funny and insightful. Don't leave home without it. Sorry, I'm a bit behind in the chat. That's okay, Joanna. It's okay. Bush beer says Vicky. Bush beer was correct. Yes. Bush beer was correct. How about this one? Don't leave home without it. Don't leave home without it. Kelly Hertz is American Express. Rick says American Express. Rubberneck says American Express. Joanna says your keys. Good advice, Joanna. It's American Express. Don't leave home without it. Yep. Head for the mountains of Bush. Bush beer. Joanna. How about this one? Bet you can't eat just one. Bet you can't eat just one. Bet you can't eat just one. Rick says your pants. Lace chips is Kelly. Lace chips is Rick. Bet you can't eat just one. Chocolate biscuit, says Joanna. Bet you can't eat just one. Whose tagline was that? T-Bird, hi everybody. A quick break at work. Daisy may smash the like button. Thank you, T-Bird. Thank you, T-Bird. Not answering, I get in trouble, says that. Vicky says peanuts. Thank you, T-Bird Stacking, using emojis and saying hello. Thank you so much. T-Bird Stacking, everybody. Make sure you stop and visit him. It is Lay's potato chips. I'll bet you can't eat just one. Lay's potato chips. How about this one? The tagline, because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. Hiya, T-Bird says that. T-Bird says, hey, Kelly. Waza says, I'm so heavy now, I stepped on $1 and made 4 quarters. T-Bird says, hi, Rubberneck. Vicky says, hi, Rubberneck. Joanna says, Maybelline. Pantene says, surviving. Because you're worth it. CoverGirl says, Vicky. Because you're worth it. Let me just check my phone real quick. I'm good for at least a couple hours on my battery, but I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, we're doing great. Vicky, I think is right. No, it's L'Oreal. It's L'Oreal. It's actually L'Oreal. Oh, excuse me. A little burper there. Yep, it's L'Oreal. Now I got the hiccups. Great. Thank you, Zed. Thank you. Yep, check out my friend T-Bird Stacking. Yep, it's L'Oreal. Yep, L'Oreal. How about this one? America runs on what? America runs on what? America runs on. America runs on. Donuts says Rubberneck. Duncan says surviving behind liberal lines. Money says sad leg, says Joanna. I love it, Joanna. Rick says Duncan. Kelly Hurts says gas. Joanna says, oh, that's where I'm going wrong. You're doing good, Joanna. It's Duncan. America runs on Duncan. Duncan. All right, we'll do a few more. Just do it. Just do it. Whose tagline is just do it? Anybody know that one? Just do it. Definitely coffee says surviving. Nike says that. Coffee says Vicky. Nike says Kelly. Nike says Vicky. Nike says surviving. Nike says Joanna. Nike says Rubberneck. Just do it. Just do it. It is Nike. Nike is right, everybody. Nike is right. Nike. All right. How about this one? A diamond is forever. A diamond is forever. A diamond is forever. Zales, De Beers, Larogs, James Bond, Zales, De Beers. A diamond is forever is De Beers. Yes, De Beers is right. Rick got it right. Kelly Hurd got it right. My ex-wife's dream says that. A diamond is forever. We all have one of those, Zed. All of us. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us have those. All right. Let me find a couple more. Couple more. Couple more. Find some good ones. Test your knowledge a little bit. I'm still looking. I'm still looking, folks. Devil's Tower is a geographic landmark of what state, which has a bison on its flag? Devil's Tower is a geographic landmark of what state, which has a bison on its flag? Joanna says Marilyn Monroe. Rick says Colorado. Diamonds are girl's best friend. Yes, they are. Montana says Wazoo. No, not Colorado, says Rick. Devil's Tower is a geographic landmark of what state, which has a bison on its flag? If I could go into the past, Marilyn Monroe would have been one of my girlfriends. Montana says Rubberneck. Kelly says Wyoming. Idaho or Wyoming says Rick. Might be Wyoming, but might be wrong, says Surviving. Or Wyoming says Rick. I don't know, says Vicky. It's Wyoming, guys. Yeah, it's Wyoming. Devil's Tower is in Wyoming, and they have a bison on their flag. Good to know, huh? You never know what you might not know. You never know what you know. I'm still looking at it. Sorry. I have so many papers. Some of this stuff, it just doesn't make sense to ask you guys because some of the questions are super duper long. I'm trying to find out some that aren't so long. What is the only planet that rotates on its side? What is the only planet that rotates on its side? That's an interesting question. Devil's Tower was most likely named after a Bigfoot, like so many devil's places in the U.S. I like it. Joanne, I didn't know why I put Z then. It's a dream. Uranus is Rick. Venus, the Earth, my ex-wife. Saturn, Neptune. What is the only planet that rotates on its side? Hey, Cappy, welcome, honey. Everybody say hi to Cappy USA. Welcome, hon. How are ya? Thank you for stopping by. Or one of the larger ones is, yep. Pluto, says Vicky. I think my ex-wife. You know what, guys? It's Uranus. It is Uranus. Rick was the only one that got that right. Yep, it's Uranus. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uranus it is. Good work. What is the name of the Little Mermaid in the Disney movie? What is the name of the Little Mermaid in the Disney movie? Hi, Cappy says surviving. Vicky says, "LOL, Kelly." Sebastian from Canada. Hi, Sebastian. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Ariel, he says. Rick says Ariel. Oh my God, I have to check out Uranus. Andrew says, Kelly and Chad, I hope you all have a good evening, morning, afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Andrew. Everybody say good night to North Texas bird feeder Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, for being here. You have a wonderful night. Everybody, please check out his stream. He's got a lovely, lovely nature stream. Really lovely. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks for being here. Ariel is right, everybody. The Little Mermaid's name was Ariel. That's right. Hmm. Right on, everybody. What is the name of the toy cowboy in the movie Toy Story? What is the name of the toy cowboy in the movie Toy Story? I'm so bad tonight. I really shouldn't be here. What's the matter, Zeb? What do you mean you're bad? What's the matter, buddy? Good night, North Texas, says Kelly. Three kids in the 1990s watched that movie every day for 6 years. That and Aladdin. Right? Andy, Woody. Seems like I'm behind. I see the answer for the questions. Hello, Christian. How's it going, buddy? There's a snake in my boot. Kelly, no, Kelly. Really? What does that mean? Woody. Christian's doing good. I went outside with the dog and I buffered. No wonder. Okay. You're buffering. Okay. It's Woody. Yep. It's Woody. Everybody knows Woody, right? What is the name of Mickey Mouse's dog? I ate half a nation berry pie tonight. When you pulled Woody's string, there was. Oh, okay. Okay. Pluto says surviving. Pluto says Rick. Pluto says Zed. Pluto says Waza and Kelly. He fetches sideways. You keep asking in the gutter questions I can't answer. Okay, Zed. That's what Woody said. Oh, okay. Thanks, you guys. Half a Marionberry pie. I still don't know what that is. It is Pluto, by the way. It's Pluto. Uh huh. Yes, it's Pluto. All right, we're going to do a couple more questions and then we're going to say goodnight. We will be back with tea in the morning. And I believe that the guys are coming to check everything in the apartment sometime in the morning. So I'm hoping everybody say a little prayer that everything goes smooth and that we can put our house back together and we can get rid of all these machines that are in our house. All right, let's hope. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Question. Thumbs up says surviving. Thank you. Thank you, surviving. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize? Anybody know that one? No. And I have Kerplunk all ready to go. So if we can play it tomorrow, we are playing it. Yeah. Well, Kelly, nothing personal was, but like floors, carpets. It was in the walls. It's in the ceilings. So they are, things are drying out. We could definitely tell, but we don't know if it's going to be okay by tomorrow. Madam Curie says Rick. Curie says Kelly. What Marion berries are? They're really tasty berry. Sounds good. Rosa Parks said. I hope nothing was. Thank you, Kelly. It was Madame Curie. Yeah, Madame Curie was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. In what year? Anybody, bonus points, anybody know the year she won it? Anybody? What was the year that I'm not Madame, her name was Marie, excuse me. Marie Curie won the Nobel Prize. Anybody know what year it was? Yes, Kelly, it was. Hmm. Rick, 1903, yes. Uh-huh, 1903. Mm-hmm. 1849. Rick's right. It's 1903. Yes, Kelly. It was caused by the roofers. If it wasn't caused by the roofer, it was definitely on the roof. When the firemen came here at 3 o'clock in the morning and woke us up, they went on the roof and they found it, and they actually put a temporary patch on it until the regular roofing company could get here. Hmm. Yep, you're right, Rick. 1903. You are good. Which Avenger is the only one who could calm down the Hulk? Which Avenger is the only one who could calm down the Hulk? Rick, quit be so smart. We already like you. That's right, Rick. We do like you. So don't you have to be so smart. I don't know my grandkid's birthday, but I know when Madame Curie went. No, Kelly, ours and the one below us. And Kelly, the one below us was way worse than ours. Way, way, way worse. Because for ours, it just traveled through our apartment and went downstairs. But when it got downstairs, it had a landing spot and it landed and bounced all over the place. And I guess they have so much damage down there. One of the chicks says Wazimato. Black Widow says Knuckle. Black Widow says Kelly Hurd. Natasha says Surviving. Natasha says Rick. Rick's too smart for me, says Vicky. It is Black Widow. Everyone who said Black Widow is correct. Kelly Hurd was right. Knuckle Busting Numbskull was right. Yeah, it is Kelly. That I don't know if you were here, Kelly, yesterday. Honestly, yesterday was such a blur, and I apologize. But I was a mess. I mean, even this morning, I was a mess. I'm getting better. Tonight I'm getting better. But it was very traumatic. The fire department woke us up at 3 a.m., beating down our door with flashlights. We had no idea what was going on. They burst in our apartment. They turned off our water. They're like, I mean, they were professional. Don't get me wrong. It was an emergency, but it was very scary. I was very scared. And then when we found the flooding, because we didn't know, we were in bed. And when we found the water, oh my goodness, like it was just a horrible experience, but I'm doing better. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. What do you love, Zed? Rick says, I'm sorry I get like this with trivia, my kids. No, no, we love it. I answer first as Zed, the woman. I don't know. Black Widow was a woman or a man. I don't know any of them. What is the name of Batman's butler? What is the name of Batman's butler? Anybody know that one? Batman's butler. Batman's butler. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Alfred says Waza, and so does Kelly Hurd. Rick says, remember, Kelly, things are. You're right, Rick. Thank you so much. You're right. And none of my stuff, I mean, things in the house were damaged, but none of the stuff my mom made was damaged. You know, we're really, really fortunate that it happened the way it happened. As much as it's very traumatic for what happened, but thank you so much, everybody. I tricked you, said Zed. Alfred is right, everybody. It's Alfred. Yeah, Alfred was the butler. Mm-hmm. How'd I trick you, Zed, buddy? All right, we're gonna do two more, all right? Two more, and then we're gonna say goodnight. I have a couple more things to do, and I'm hitting the hay early again tonight. All right, here we go. Two more questions. Ready? Two more. Let's see if I can get them really good ones. Two really good questions. I'm still looking. Hang tight. I'm looking for two good final questions. See how good you guys are. What is the longest running Broadway show? What is the longest running Broadway show? Surviving says gonna sleep too afterwards. Yep, me too, girl. Hmm. Hurry up, says Zed. Had ton wake early for jury duty. Oh, you did? Had to wake up early for jury duty? Cats, 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 cats. No. Good night, Plywood. Thank you so much, Plywood. Good night, Plywood. We'll see you next time. Everybody say good night to Plywood, okay? Rubberneck's Phantom of the Opera. Surviving Behind Liberal Alliance's Phantom of the Opera. Kelly said, good night, Plywood. What was the question? The question is, what was the longest running Broadway show? What is the longest running Broadway show? Later, Playboy says Knuckle. Oh, Playboy. Plywood, excuse me. Bye, Plywood says Vicky. Good night, Plywood says surviving behind liberal lines. Good night, Sonal, and Plywood says Rick. Sonal, you're off too? Wait, where'd Sonal go? Sonal. Good night, everyone. Good night, Sonal. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much, Sonal. You have a good night's sleep. Man running after a bus gets exhausted. Good night, Sonal says Callie. Good night, John Boy says. It was Phantom of the Opera. Yep. It was Phantom of the Opera. It's Phantom of the Opera. All right. One more final question. One more final question. Ready? One more. One more. One more. One more. Which British girl group had a member by the name of Mel B? Good night, Zona. We will see you in the morning. You have a good one. Mazamaru says good night. I'll bet it all, says Rick. Mazda says the Spice Girls. Surviving says the Spice Girls. What British girl group had a member by the name of Mel B? That's too easy. I have to find one more hard one. It is the Spice Girls. It is the Spice Girls. Yep, it is. All right, we're going to have one more question. You guys ready? This is the final question for tonight. Final question coming up. Kelly says, good night, y'all. Good night, Daisy. Good night. Good night, Kelly. We have one more question, Kelly. If you want to hang out, one more question. Cheryl Crow says that. One more question. Here it is. How many cards are there in a deck of Uno? How many cards are there in a deck of Uno? That's the final question tonight. Vicky says 60. Good night, Kelly says Rick. Good night, Kelly says Vicky. Wazamazu says 1. A good final question there. Thank you. 104 says Rubberneck. 104 says Rick. Zed says, really? Yes, really. How many cards are there in a deck of Uno? I never counted them, says Kelly. Rick and Rubberneck are very close. The final question tonight, folks, is how many cards are there in a deck of Uno? How many? A lot. The answer is, everybody, it is 108. It is 108. Oh, Zed, you were close too. It's 108. 108, Rubberneck. Yep, 108. Well, that concludes our trivia for tonight, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. I really hope tomorrow we're back to normal and that we can do our normal activities in the house. But we'll see how it goes. Zed's like, whatever. Roll my eyes. Rick's 108. Yep. Rubberneck is 108. Yes. We'll see y'all next time. Seizure later, Wazamadu. Got to sleep. 3:45 coming up. Oh, Liberal Lines, get some sleep. My deck only has 87. I lost a few and ripped a few, says Rick. Well, thank you, everybody, so much. We have all this rain going on. Right? Just we need more rain. Oh, and the water level's pretty high, too. See, it is raining. Have fun with your artwork. Yes, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, my goodness. 63 thumbs up. Oh, you guys are the best. Later, everybody. So, Zed, all you guys are fantastic. Love you all. We love you too, Rick. We love you, Zed. We love you, Surviving, and Vicky, and Kelly Hurd, and Rubberneck, and every single person who was here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will be back tomorrow morning for sure with tea time, 8 a.m. We will see you all tomorrow. All right? Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, okay? Stay safe out there. I love you guys. Bye, everybody.